The next step to making our project is to create sidewalks. We're first going to make a new layer and name it. And then we're going to start pulling some guidelines out. We're going to put this guideline at the corner of the building, and then we're going to pull this one. I'm going to put it 6 spaces away from the other one. So on your ruler, if you count 6, if you're at 66%. And then we're going to grab the pen tool. We're going to put an anchor point here, an anchor point here, and an anchor point here. As you can see, this isn't quite lining up with the building, so we're going to grab the direct selection tool, select this anchor, and line it up with the building just like that. Now we're going to find where we need to put all the lines on our sidewalk. So I'm going to pull some guidelines from the top. We're going to line it up right there with the building, the very back edge of it. And I'm going to pull another one down. I'm going to put it about 2 spaces, 2 marks on your ruler after that. I'm going to keep doing that. And now since we're starting to get closer after this one, we're going to start moving to 3 spaces. So 3 spaces, because they'll get bigger as they come up. And that might look like a little bit too much space. So I'm going to go back here to this guideline and I'm just going to move it a little bit. So now we're doing 3 spaces. And now I'm going to move to 4. Now it looks a little awkward. So I'm going to do that. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. The 4th one will be off the page, so we don't have to do that one. We'll just delete that one right away. Okay, now we're going to grab our pen tool. We're going to zoom in. We're going to click here. Hold the shift key down. Click here. And it looks like for some reason it's not giving us a stroke again. So we're going to click on the stroke here. We're going to come over here and select black. Come down to the stroke line right here and make it 0.2 like this. I'm going to select the pen tool again, and we're going to continue to do this. Every time we create a new line, you want to select the pen tool because otherwise it's going to do this, and you don't want that, right? So we're just going to go ahead and do all these. Just like this. Hold down the shift, select the pen tool, anchor, hold down shift, anchor, pen tool. Just like this all the way to the back. Okay, and then when we get to this very back one, we're going to change the pen tool to the add anchor point. We're going to grab our selection tool. We're going to select the line. We're going to come up here, grab our add anchor tool. We're going to add an anchor here, add an anchor here. Then we're going to delete anchor point, and it will create our last line for us. Okay, now if you want a sidewalk going this way, we're going to first add a line from here to here. So we'll click here, hold down the shift, and click right here. Now you got your line there. Now I'm going to put a line right here so I can see on my ruler where this line is. And I'm going to put another guideline every 5 marks on your ruler. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll need this one, trust me. Okay, so we're going to grab our pen tool. We're going to make a mark here. Take it clear back to here. We're going to zoom in a little bit. We're going to grab our add anchor tool. Add an anchor right there. Zoom out. Grab our delete anchor tool and delete it. So pen tool, add anchor here, add anchor here, come down, grab the add anchor point tool, add an anchor point there, delete, and delete that one. We're going to just keep doing that. Just like this. Add our anchor. Subtract. Pen tool. Click here. Back to our vanishing point. Add anchor tool. And delete. And this will give you your sidewalk on this side. If you want to see the sidewalk without the guidelines right now, you can go up here and go view, go down here to guidelines and go hide guidelines, and you'll be able to see your sidewalk without your guidelines. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So in order to view your guidelines again, you're gonna go view, guidelines, show guidelines. So when you do your other side, you're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna start with putting your guideline on the corner and then counting over 5 or 6 from this guideline, just like we did over here. And I would just go ahead and keep all of these center guidelines here to help you with your other side. If you have any questions, feel free to ask.